Everyone, welcome to the Vibe Tribe podcast. This is Allie.
And this is Kate. We don't care about your opinion of us.
You can fuck all the way off.
And so it begins.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. This one's going to be interesting and maybe a little bit educating. I don't know. We'll see.
It's going to be very educating.
Yeah, we'll see about that. How was your week, Kate?
It was a little crazy.
You good?
Yeah, good. It's legal. It's legal weed. So like,
is it though?
It's Delta 8.
It's a Delta 8. That stuff scares me.
It's strong. Like,
yeah.
I don't smoke as much as I used to, and I did today, so that's why this is like this.
Yeah, I've been reading some things about that Delta 8 stuff, and people are a little bit wild on that shit.
What does that even mean? What are you trying to say right now?
It's like not the same highs you get from like the natural.
It's very different. I don't know anything scientific to say about it.
I don't either. I just think it's like a chemical that they changed or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know. If there's a weed expert. Oh, we do know a weed expert.
We do know a weed expert. We'll have to message them. And if you're not listening, you better be. Okay?
He is. He totally is. So just so you know, the entire time during this podcast, I might randomly pause because all these people keep messaging me about buying a dog because I made a post while high about buying a dog.
Okay, you don't need another dog.
Okay, I do, but they're horny.
Get them fixed.
I want to have little puppies. I don't even want to breed. I just want to have puppies.
Oh, God.
So yeah, how do I ignore it?
I don't have any of my notifications on for any of my social medias.
Well, usually I don't need to turn off because I never talk to anybody.
I just hate the feeling of like being
watched.
Well, not even that, but people think that they have access to you 24/7 because you have a cell phone, and I just don't like that. You get to talk to me when I want to talk to you. You don't get to just fucking text me or message me 50 times in a row. I just can't. Like, I just can't deal with it. I don't know what it is.
I don't want you to think that you can talk to me all day. Because
you don't have access to me 24/7. You just don't.
Who told you that? Who hurt you?
Who hasn't hurt me? That's the real question.
Okay, so what we're talking about today is I forgot to ask Allison how her week was.
Yeah. God, I need you to get your mind right.
We don't really have a format for this podcast. Like, we're just kind of going with it. And then eventually maybe something falls into place.
Yeah, this is true. Not very organized people, but my week was good. I got 2 new tattoos yesterday.
2?
Yeah, I got 2. So me and my dad got a matching one on our calf, I guess, like right above our Achilles. It's a little baby Michael Myers. He's so cute. I love him. And then me and some girls from the shop got little cake slices on our butt cheek.
Because it's cake. I get it.
Yeah, I get it. Cake on cake. It's cute. It is super cute. It's like little tiny. It's adorable. It's going to look really cute in a bathing suit.
Is it though? Because you're going to get judged by so many old ladies.
You think I give a shit?
No.
If you don't want to see, you look away.
I will escalate if an old lady looks at my butt and judges my butt tattoo. I'm going to be like, you like it?
Oh my God.
What do you think about it? Oh yeah, Zodiac.
You want to take a picture with it? So this week we are talking about Zodiac signs. Why are you laughing?
It's just funny. I feel like I need to walk around.
Okay, well you can't do that. So
I know. Anyways, we're talking about Zodiac signs.
Mm-hmm.
So today what we're doing is we're playing a little game that we created called the Zodiac Game, where we guess either serial killers, we guess celebrities. We're also going to talk a little bit about serial killers and try to give you guys some background on zodiac signs. And I can't guarantee everything's going to be right or even accurate. So that's all I can say about that.
We're just going to do our best and have fun while we're doing it.
Yes. So you can either have fun and guess with us. Oops, I dropped my mic. See, we're a shit show. Or not. Whatever. I don't care. And let me tell y'all my biggest pet peeve about zodiac signs, because I guess I'm going to be the expert this week. When people tell somebody else their zodiac sign and they're instantly like, oh my God, you are so bad for me. You need to know this person's entire zodiac wheel before you can judge them on their sign. And I hate that people do that. They're always like, zodiacs aren't right. Yeah, probably because you don't know what you're looking at.
Yeah.
And that's just what I run into the most with it. So,
well, I don't like when people are like, oh, what's your zodiac sign? And they only ask about your sun sign. Like, bitch, I want to know your Mercury sign. I need to know how you communicate with people. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, exactly. It's really neat to see, which I guess for those of you that don't know much about zodiac, we're going to teach you about it.
We're going to do our best to teach you about it. We'll say that.
There's so much to it. Like, I still don't even understand half of it. So yeah, I'm going to try my best.
The stuff that gets really complicated for me are like the aspects of the planets in your birth chart. Those are a little fuzzy for me.
You've got the zodiac wheel. So let's start with that. So based on your zodiac wheel, that's going to tell you what signs you are and different characteristics of your life. So when someone says the sun sign, that's not at all going to base how they communicate or how they think mentally about things and how they process things. Then you have your wheel of houses. Then you add that in, and then we get the planets in, and then it's
wild.
It is. And Allie doesn't recommend it, but I recommend CoStar, because you have to know your time and date and location of your birth. If you don't know it and you're giving a rough estimate, don't do that, because it could completely be wrong. You need to know the exact time. Like, text your mama, text your daddy, find out the time. You should know these things.
So the app that I use is called Chani, Chani, and it does whole sign houses instead of having like the degrees, because to me, the degree of the planet and their aspects and stuff, it just gets so complicated. And so right now, while I'm learning about things, I just use whole sign houses, so there's no degrees or anything you have to worry about.
I feel like the guys that listen to this are going to be like, oh my God, not this bullshit.
The guys are going to complete exit out of all of this as soon as they hear us talking about it.
Okay, so our houses. Let's talk about our houses.
I know that there's 12 different houses, just like there's 12 different zodiac signs. And each house rules like a different part of your life. So like the first house is like self. I think the 12th house might be.
The first is the house of house self. You have to think too, if a planet is like on its cusp, that's different.
Astrology is really, really complicated. And to think that it's only your moon, sun, and rising sign that matter is ridiculous.
I just wanted people to know that there's 12 different houses. You need to find out your houses and then look up your, what the fuck are those things called? Horoscope?
Your birth charts.
I'm an expert. What's a horoscope? But look up your horoscopes based on your other signs. Like, I'm not just a Cancer. If I was just a Cancer, I would be crying 24/7. And I mean, most people don't even think about the moon and rising.
Do you know your birth chart?
I do.
Yeah, do you have like a lot of planets and water signs? So the water signs are Scorpio, Cancer, and
Pisces. Pisces is a fish.
Yes, Pisces.
So let's see. I don't know my chart, but I do have Pisces and I do have Scorpio too. So Scorpio is actually 2 of my planets.
Oh, it's 2 of mine too, I think.
Cancer is 2 of my planets too.
Not me. I don't have any Cancer placement. 0 Cancer placements in my chart.
Wow, you're not emotional whatsoever.
No, I have 6 planets in Capricorn.
In Capricorn?
Yeah, I have a Capricorn
6?
stellium is what they call it. Yeah.
All of my signs, like...
My rising is Aquarius.
So this is you as an employee, Allie. Are you ready?
I am ready. Lay it on me.
Your weaknesses is that you're very peculiar? I can't say that word. Strange, and you are ungovernable.
I would agree with all of those statements.
Your interactive style is that you're lighthearted, friendly, and accepting.
Do you think I'm friendly?
When you're doing work, yeah.
Okay. Well,
You use your charm.
I have charm.
During work, yeah, it's only activated then. Any other time. Jesus Christ. And your strengths are you're interesting, you're fun, and you're individualistic.
True.
Your interactive styles also as a coworker, okay, is that you are witty, morale building, and entertaining.
I would agree with that. I told someone that they were not being fergalicious in a group chat the other day in work.
Well,
so
that also goes with what your weaknesses are, which are that you're superficial, detached, and uncommitted.
100%.
Isn't that fucking weird though? And your interactive style, you ready? Humorous, ironic, and sparkling.
Oh, I'm sparkling. Oh my God, I love that for me.
And your weakness as an ex is that you're cold, detached, and unconcerned.
Yep. I am completely unbothered. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, I would agree with all those things.
Even your things as a friend are accurate because you're a total flake.
I am not a flake. I just don't like to do things. There's a difference.
So you're unreliable.
I don't know about that.
You totally are. When it comes to like staying and doing something, because
when it comes to going out, yeah, I would agree with that.
If it's anything involved socially, like you'll be like, yeah, okay, we'll do it. And then you'll be like, oh.
But when it comes to like emergencies, though,
you're
a
reliable.
bitch is there. Yeah. A bitch is always there.
Yeah. I am a Virgo rising.
Okay, well, let me find Miss Virgo here. So mine doesn't have like all the different categories that your book has. It just kind of lays it out in like a paragraph situation. So I'm just going to read a little bit here and there.
That's fine. I want to hear how accurate it is.
So it says, Virgo ascending indicates an analytical outlook.
You already got me.
It says, though the degree of emotionalism depends on other influences in your horoscope, it is generally through the mind that you perceive the world.
Fuck this book, man.
Virgo ascendants have deep and tender emotions. You appreciate the finely tuned mechanics of sifting through facts and information, finding the truth of the matter, introducing order and reason into almost any situation. This goes along with the fucking degree you're getting right now. I would 100% agree with that.
Right. That's why it's so weird. Because if I'm in any situation, I'm thinking about how that would statistically work out. And I'm thinking of an experiment almost at all times. Like, I literally was looking at our podcast numbers, trying to think of a way that I could break down the stats even further.
You're a Looney Tune.
I know I am. I'm like, how could we determine how many states our listeners are in?
So this says, a fault sometimes is your inability to put things in perspective. You lose sight of the big picture.
Accurate.
Yeah.
It's called ADHD, bitch.
Well, maybe this placement has a lot of ADHD. I don't know.
Maybe. See, that's a statistic I could find out.
Okay, so this says you magnify the importance of a petty detail and then become resentful if others fail to see its significance. You have a charm and elegance that is difficult to pin down. You are not always easy to know intimately. True. Your shyness and aloofness must be penetrated by anyone who wishes to become truly close. Emotionally, it's hard for you to show your feelings.
I can't even express emotions right.
I don't think either one of us can.
We should have been called two fucked up girls.
Yep. Yeah, we fucked up there.
Damn. Rebrand next week coming your way. Is there anything else I need to know that's true?
It says the influence of Mercury, which rules Virgo, bestows a logical mind, acute powers of observation, an intellectual outlook, perception, and a flair for science and writing. It also encourages fussiness,
Yeah.
a nervous temperament,
Yeah.
sarcasm, fault finding, and worry. That's what it says about Virgo risings.
Damn.
They actually say, like actual astrologers tell people to read the horoscopes that, like those little apps and shit you can get.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually supposed to read the horoscope of your rising sign because that's like the baseline for your whole birth chart. And you reading something based on your sun sign isn't going to be accurate because it's not like that important. It's important, but it's not like that.
And
super
also,
important.
like, you got to think about which one is your outer being, which one's going to show like what you're acting like or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you can learn a lot about yourself if you
really
like actually take the time to read your birth chart and read about it and educate yourself.
I think that's what a lot of people don't do, that they don't educate themselves that there's more than one of these houses. And like the other houses are like communication, creativity, service and health, your marriage, business, spirituality, your career, community, like hopes and wishes. There's so many different things that are actually in other houses that you don't realize and give you more accurate information. Like, just don't write things off when you're not even educated about it.
You know what's really funny to me?
What?
So like I said earlier, I have a Capricorn stellium, which means I think it's 5 or more, but it could be 6 or more planets in one sign.
See, I didn't even know that.
And they're all in the 12th house, which is the very last house on the wheel.
Yeah.
And it's the house of like final endings. Most people consider it like a negative house, I think. So it's just like, no wonder I'm a bitch all the time. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm just an asshole. That's what my zodiac sign is. I'm just an asshole.
I think.
And now you know why I blame everything on being a Capricorn. Now you know why.
I'm just a funny asshole, is what mine's saying.
Yeah.
So because the Virgo that's your subconscious. Like, okay, let's look at this. You ready for this?
Well, I thought so and maybe you're looking at like a different kind of zodiac, because I know there's like tropical, there's whole sign, there's western, there's all kinds of different zodiac wheels that you can be looking at. I thought that each house was only ruled by one sign.
It is, but maybe not.
Okay.
Google it. So, little update, everybody.
We don't know what we're doing. That's the update.
We don't know what we're doing at all. We're going to find out, by golly.
I have a really bad feeling that you're going to listen back to this and you're going to be like, this is all shit.
Probably. But you know what? I think that we just shouldn't stay on a topic.
Well, it's not even that. It's like, do we know what we're talking about? Like, I don't want to release a fucking episode like, oh, we're educating you on this when we have no
I'm not educating nobody.
What we're talking about.
I'm just fucking talking. What the fuck is this? Okay, I can't look at these circles. I don't know what I'm looking at. Shit. Okay, another news update. I don't know what time I was born.
Kate!
I ask my mom this all the time. Hold on. I ask her all the time and then I forget to ask her, so I ask her again. How old am I? Or wait, not how old am I? What time was I born? I think she's always says like 11:43 p.m. p.m. For the 5,000th time, it's 10:55 a.m.
Take a fucking screenshot of that and favorite it so you can always find it in your favorites folder. Okay, so I was actually looking up some of this information earlier whenever we were kind of talking about what we were going to discuss this episode.
Right.
And I found several different articles about which zodiac sign has the most serial killers.
And guess what? It ain't Cancer.
No, it's not. It is not, because y'all be babies.
And guess who it is?
Who is it?
Capricorn.
Yeah, so I saw one that said Capricorn had the most.
News update. I don't know shit about Zodiac, but I do know that Allison is most likely to be a serial killer.
Yeah, so according to this article that I have pulled up right now, it says there were 55 serial killers that were Capricorns.
I think there's only like 30-something that are Cancer.
Yeah, but on other articles, it says that Scorpio, Cancer, Sagittarius, and Pisces all were tied for first with 46 serial killers. And Capricorn had 42. But then it kind of like broke down the statistics of it. And it says Capricorns were the most deadliest because they killed 813 victims on average, which is like 19 per killer. And everyone else was like way below that.
So like Capricorn killers, I've honestly not heard of any of these.
Dean Corll, I don't know how he pronounces his last name. Corll. You never heard of him?
Where was he at? He's not even on this list.
He was in the U.S. He's not on that list. I think he he was born in the 30s, I believe. I think he killed like 28 teenage boys and young men between 1970 and 1973. I'm pretty sure it was in Houston, Texas.
Oddly enough, on this list, like there's not any Capricorns.
Are you looking at like the list that has like Ted Bundy and?
Yeah, I'm looking at the famous ones.
Yeah, I don't think most of them are like Geminis and Pisces, I'm pretty sure.
And Virgos.
Yeah, and one might be a Sag. 2 of
them, from what I see.
Like Ted Bundy was a Sagittarius.
Okay, but here's a question. Okay. What sign do you think the Zodiac killer is?
Oh God, this is gonna be hard for me. So,
and also, let's tell everybody about how in high school we thought that we could solve the Zodiac case.
We really did. We thought we were that smart.
We went between classes and we were trying to break the Zodiac code in the media center.
I forgot that we did this until you were talking about it earlier.
Yeah. I will never forget because I was like, bro, we figured it out.
we didn't. We didn't figure out code. Shit.
Oh, it actually took a computer program to figure out that code because.
So, okay. If you are writing letters to law enforcement as you are actively killing people, I feel like you have to have heavy fire energy. I'm going to go with a Leo.
Nah, man.
Leos like to be the center of attention. They will do Sagittarius as well, but they're both fire signs. I feel like he had to be one of the two or have heavy fire energy in his chart.
I feel like he's a fucking Gemini.
Why do you think he's a Gemini?
What's the Gemini sign?
What do you mean?
They have 2 sides to them, right? They're the twins.
Yeah, but he wasn't really trying to hide a part. He was like all up in.
But he isn't. No, but he's the best hider. He believed that he was the best hider, and that's why he was able to taunt them. Because he knew that he was capable of hiding his true identity.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't feel like Geminis are as were his crimes sexually motivated?
No,
I can't
they
really
were not
remember.
Sexually motivated.
Okay, so did he have mommy or daddy issues?
I mean, for sure they all do. Geminis are mutable air signs, indicating their need for change and their tendency to flip from one activity or relationship to another. Ruled by Mercury, Geminis are communicators and oriented toward matters of the mind, including puzzles, games, computers, and deduction. Most Geminis are in constant and rapid motion and their minds moving with the speed of light, and their bodies stringing to catch up. Pinning down these elusive individuals to fixed commitments can prove a worthy challenge.
Okay. Now read Leo.
Symbolized by the blazing and radiant sun, the fixed fire sign of Leo spreads its creative warmth all over its sphere and influence. Leos pride themselves on keeping their fire under control and making judgment calls that can benefit others. Passionate emotionally, those born under the sign will not be denied what they desire and are prepared to fight for it if necessary. Leos demand the respect of others and will prove liable by following through on their commitments.
See,
It's interesting because one of them said doesn't follow through on their commitments and one of them does.
So what if he's like a Gemini sun and a Leo moon? So he like flip-flops his personalities and shit with his Gemini.
Let's see how good we are at guessing this. Okay. So don't Google anybody. Jeffrey Dahmer.
Okay.
So
so after we're done discussing this, can we look up the whole chart of Jeffrey Dahmer to see like
how much we can have it.
Okay.
Let's just try to guess his sun sign right now.
So Jeffrey Dahmer likes to eat people, yes?
Okay, but Jeffrey Dahmer is also my favorite serial killer.
Yeah, so
you know why? He has mommy and daddy issues. His parents got divorced. So I actually read an autobiography written by his father.
So you should know what zodiac sign he is.
I don't know. But I know that he also is very compassionate. And he is one of the only serial killers that went on trial, actually apologized, and gave details while in remorse to all of the families.
I don't feel like Jeffrey Dahmer ever actually had remorse.
I don't think he did while active. I know he's the only one that had actual remorse. I'm telling you.
I don't know.
You can see it. So I think.
Okay, so
I think he's going to be an overly emotional.
I think that he was full of shit. And you can agree to disagree with me on him 100%, but I think he was full of shit, and I think he was good at manipulating people into thinking that he was a nice guy. Because, correct me if
I think to a certain extent, yes, but he was also a.
I need a refresher on some of his killings.
They were all gay men.
So he had an issue with his sexuality as well, because that's
so sexually motivated.
Okay. And it was all men that he killed? Were they young boys or no?
They were similar in age or younger. I'm doing this all off the top of my head. That's fucked up.
Okay, keep going.
Wait, I've got more. I've got more details if you want them.
Okay, yep.
He also, before he did this, he did the whole animal thing first. So
he's a Taurus or a Virgo, 100%.
You think
you don't have to say any more. He's one of the two. He's got to be. Or he's got to have heavy earth energy in his chart. He has to.
I'm telling you, I just think that I feel like he's going to be a Gemini.
So you think he's a Gemini, and I think he's a Taurus or a Virgo. One of those earth signs.
Which one? You got to say one.
Oh, God.
Can't guess two, and then we're going to look it up.
I'm going to say Taurus because I know how manipulating they are and how fucking full of shit they are. I don't like any fucking Tauruses. I just can't get along with them.
I'm saying Gemini.
Okay.
And I'm not looking up answers beforehand. I promise.
I can't even get off the Zencaster page. So,
so let's see what he was. If he's on this list.
I want to see his whole chart. How many planets does he have in Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn?
Bitch, his sun is in Gemini. I knew it. His sun's in Gemini. Oh wow.
What?
He has his Venus in Taurus. His Mercury is Gemini.
Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto are all in Earth signs.
But his sun is a Gemini. I knew it.
I want to know what his Mercury's in Gemini. Oh my God. You know what's so funny? His sun is 0 degrees in Gemini. Yeah. So he's a cusp between a Gemini and a Taurus, baby. He's a cusp child.
Yeah. It's literally it's almost right on it.
That makes so much sense. So he actually embodies the characteristics of both Gemini and Taurus.
Isn't that nuts though?
That's
Because
crazy.
anyone that looks at this, we'll post it in the descriptions, but his sun sign, you could see the degrees that it's on. It's literally like not even 1 degree over towards Gemini. It's right in the middle of Taurus, Gemini. So I won by pure luck, honestly.
I'm telling you, I knew
you
he
were
was going to
right.
be heavy Earth.
You're right. Oh, let's do another. You want to do another?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Who's next?
I'm trying
Don't
to
do
do
Ted
one.
Bundy because I know he's a Sag.
I'm trying to do ones I know, like what they did, because that can help us try to determine. And I know a lot.
I can always like pull up a Wikipedia page too and like kind of read it to us.
I got it.
Okay.
Let's do Hughes. What's his first name? Let's do H.H. Holmes. H.H. Holmes.
I don't know that I know him.
So he was considered one of the first American serial killers.
Okay.
He had a hotel in Chicago during the World Fair, and have you ever seen American Horror Story hotel season?
Yes.
Okay, you know Tate, how Tate owned the hotel and was building all. Tate is based off of H.H. Holmes.
Okay.
There's also a Supernatural episode where they're in an H.H. Holmes old land lot, and that had apartments built on it.
Okay, so tell me about his crimes because I don't know anything about him.
He murdered like a shit ton of people. I can't even give you a number. I don't think they ever determined the number.
Okay.
There were also theories that he was Jack the Ripper at one point, which is not true.
Interesting.
I don't believe it's true for many reasons, but his hotel had secret passageways. So you would check in but never check out. And he had secret trap doors where bodies would go to basements. So
this is giving me Virgo energy so far, but keep going.
Yes. So he also would skin the skin off of the bodies.
Okay. A Virgo would not do that.
Sell the skeletons to schools and universities for money.
Okay, so was he like a well-liked human?
He was well-liked, but he was also like a master scam artist.
He's a Taurus.
I'm thinking Taurus. Yeah.
He's a Taurus.
I think Taurus.
Once again. That's my guess.
You're just going to guess Taurus on everybody.
Well, there's just like certain, like if you would have said, I could have gone Capricorn with this route too, actually, because I feel like Taurus. Con artist. If he was more of a con artist and less of like skinning people, I don't feel like a Capricorn would skin people. That's why I'm leaning towards Taurus now. But with all the like the trap doors and shit, that's like Capricorn, Virgo energy, like very organized. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Guess what his zodiac sign is?
What? I'm hoping it's Taurus.
It's Taurus.
Of course it is. Is this his chart?
Shit,
Did you send me his chart? Okay, let's do one more.
Okay. Ooh, I got one.
Okay.
Joe Exotic.
Oh God. Like the Tiger King?
The Tiger King.
Is that who that is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He's given me very much
he's eccentric. Okay.
He could be fire or air to me.
So that's a question I want to ask you because you've been pretty on point about this. Why don't you describe some of, like, just for people that are listening, some of the characteristics of each of the signs? Because when you say like fire and air, so let's talk about fire. What do their signs give off?
Well, to me, and I could be completely fucking ignorant and off base about all of this, but from what I have witnessed, all of the fire signs that I know personally, or if their chart is like fire heavy, they love to be the center of attention. They're very outgoing. They love to argue with people. Confrontation, check. Like that's all they want to do is argue with people.
Very confident.
Yes, extremely confident. They walk into the room, you immediately like look in their direction and they just own it. Yeah, that's pretty much
very just like in your face.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Earth
signs are very organized, very introverted. They keep to themselves. They're kind of like the person in the corner of the party that's like drinking alone. But as soon as you piss them off, it's game over. Game fucking over. They will rip your head off.
So is Gemini's an air sign, right?
Gemini's an air sign, yeah. So air signs are more like aloof almost, like not in a bad way.
You can't pin them down.
You absolutely cannot. And they really don't give a shit about anything. So my rising sign is actually an air sign. So that's how I come off, I guess, to people.
Yeah.
Is very, very much to myself, very much don't give a fuck about anything.
And I'm a Leo, which is very confident and in your face and extroverted.
Yes.
And that's how I appear. But mentally, I'm not like that way.
And then water signs, you know, those are, you're more emotional, softer. Not saying that they can't be hard and like aggressive, but they are very much like
Fragile.
nurturing almost. Yeah, fragile's a good word.
Fragile and
they're very much in their head.
Irrational, intimate, kind of. Trying to think of like how
they're very loving. Like all of my friends and most of my exes are all Cancers.
Yeah, Cancers.
If that tells you anything. Loving. I have a love-hate relationship with Cancers. I really do.
Sometimes they're too much loving.
Well, even they're loving and then all of a sudden they flip their switch and they're just gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's me.
There's no like middle ground with a Cancer.
No.
They're either all in
very
or
hot or very cold.
Yeah.
Let's guess Tiger King.
Okay, so
I'm going to say he's a water sign for sure.
He is extremely emotional.
He's super emotional.
So I would say...
But he's also, okay, he's going to be fire and water, I think.
I think he's going to be water and air.
Okay.
I feel like he's very much in his own little world. I'm going to say Pisces because they're very much like, yeah, because he like cried a lot on camera and he was like very into his boyfriend or whatever. Like he was all into that. But he's very much like not a part of this world. Do you know what I mean? Like Pisceans are very much like in their own little dreamland. Yeah. And that's the vibe he gives me.
I can see that. I can also see him being a Cancer because the flip of a switch, I
don't feel like Cancers are as aggressive as he is. Like he's more aggressive than any Cancer that I know.
Maybe he's a Scorpio. He could be a Scorpio.
I don't think he's smart enough to be a Scorpio. I'm just going to throw that out there. Scorpios are conniving and smart. And
so your first choice is Pisces.
Yes. And I think he has heavy air placement in his chart. Like this is one that I want to see his full chart for, if you can send that to me.
I want to say he's a Cancer and then he's a Scorpio.
Okay.
So you're just going with Pisces. You don't have a second one.
I'm going to say Pisces. And I'm going to say his rising sign. Like I'm just going to go full in. I want to say his rising sign is maybe an Aquarius. Could be a Gemini.
Age of Aquarius.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let's see what the Tiger King is. We're going to find out. Bitch. His zodiac sign.
Did you find his full chart?
Is a Pisces.
I knew it.
Oh my God, you're good at this.
I do this at work. Like whenever someone starts
what
working.
His moon is?
Is it a fire sign?
It's a Cancer.
Okay. And what is his rising sign? His rising sign is Gemini. See, I told you. Very much air energy.
Air energy.
He's just, oh my God. So his sun is a Pisces, his moon is a Cancer, and his Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and his Lilith, which I'm not going to get into because that's a whole different discussion. Those are all air signs. So he is very much air and water heavy, like I said. He has one fire placement. I did not know how good at this I was until just now.
You're really good. Like, okay, we're doing another. I don't care what you say.
Another? Okay.
Yes. Because I think I'm just going to make the whole podcast this.
The whole podcast is Allison guessing zodiac signs.
We're guessing together, to be fair.
That's true. This is really fun. I actually really enjoy this. Okay. Charlie Manson.
So he is out there.
He also gives me very much Pisces energy.
I love him. I love that man, honestly.
He's hard to pin down.
He's very logical and manipulative. So I'm feeling like he's a Virgo.
You think he's a Virgo?
I'm getting Virgo vibes, but
so he had that cult and he was like the leader of the cult or whatever, but he never actually killed anyone himself.
He never killed anybody. He planned all of this. And honestly, like, it wasn't that smart of a plan.
No, it was not.
But it was also all based off of revenge. All of it was...
He's a fire sign then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's a fire sign of something.
He's absolutely... Revenge is going to be an Aries or a Sagittarius. But he gives me very much water energy. No, let me just think for a second. So I'm thinking he's going to have heavy fire energy in his chart, but I don't think that's going to be his sun sign. I really don't.
I don't think it's going to be sun sign either. I think that he's going to be someone that's emotional, because all of this is based off of emotions.
He like blamed the CIA for all of his stuff, right?
I feel like he's going to be a water sign or an earth sign. Like, the way he displays himself, revenge is subconscious. Okay? So that's not going to be a sun sign. That's a subconscious feeling.
Okay, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, since purely based on his need for revenge and his blaming of the CIA for brainwashing him or whatever the MK Ultra bullshit was, I'm going to say, and because his cult was very sexual and sexually driven, I'm going to say he was a Scorpio, but I'm also going to say that his moon or rising is a Sagittarius or a Leo. Too. One of the two.
Yeah, I'm going to say he's close to Virgo because he's very analytical. But he's like analytical in a dumb way.
He was actually really smart.
He's super smart.
I read the book about him.
Yeah.
What was that called? I forget what it was called.
Helter Skelter?
No, it was a different one. I can't remember, but it was really good. But he was actually a really intelligent human. I mean, how else can you get people to follow you?
Guess what his sun is?
What is it?
His sun is a Scorpio.
Okay, what is his, does it say anything else? Like,
we're like 4 for 4.
I am so smart.
Okay, I got one wrong so far. I'm a little salty about that, but it's okay.
And his rising is a Taurus, isn't it?
Taurus.
Yeah, fucker. Of course it is.
Yeah. I feel like we are Professor and we're making a Powerpuff Girl.
We absolutely are.
Chemical
a little sugar, a little spice.
A little bit of fire, a little bit of ice. Ooh, that rhymes.
It did rhyme. Look at you, Dr. Seuss.
I'm going to make the font for this episode Powerpuff Girls.
Okay.
A little bit of sugar, a little bit of spice. What else does he say?
A little bit of everything nice, I think.
Yeah. And this is how he created the Powerpuff Girls. Mojo Jojo.
Oh, God. I think I might start pulling up a Reddit story based on our theme for that week and kind of reading it and we can discuss it.
I was thinking that we post on Reddit every week, so I think that's a good idea.
I think we should do that.
Next week, stay tuned. We have hopefully a surprise guest. That's our goal. But other than that, we're glad that we got to talk to you guys today. And I think it would be cool for people to send in their zodiac signs when we talk about them. We have a zodiac segment every week.
I think after this week, people will probably tell us to shut the fuck up about zodiac signs. But if they 100%. Don't, yeah, that would be cute.
Totally cool. Anyways, peace out, y'all.
See you next Tuesday. Thank you guys for listening. And if you enjoyed this episode and you like to support us, you can always share the podcast with your friends or on your social media. We'll be releasing every Tuesday.
To catch all the latest from us, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Vibe Tribe Gals. Make sure that you subscribe. We're on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher.
So stay tuned.
Thanks again, and we'll see you next time, y'all.
See ya.